Hey guys, it's Allie. First thing we're gonna do is ignore my hair and my giant forehead. Great, great, we can agree on this. Um, Hi. So we're doing another makeup tutorial thing just because I have a new palette and I want to show it off. Because, my best friend is better than your best friend. Just saying. Boop, 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 boop. That's just a little bit of foundation under the eyes because I have really bad dark circles. I'm gonna pat it in with my finger to just kind of brighten up the inner corner and try to minimize that dark ass circle on my under eyes. And then put some on the top of the eye so the shadow has something to stick to. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation in the shade 110, the same thing I always use. Y'all know the drill at this point. I think I'm gonna grab a smallish beauty blender for this. I'm gonna grab my big one for it. Just to help blend out a little bit and diffuse the color. Just to brighten those under eyes because I have really bad dark circles on my under eyes. I always have. Some people just deal with that, you know? And I'm gonna leave all of my, pimples and freckles, all that stuff alone. I'm just trying to brighten up the under eyes a little bit. I'm gonna need a tiny bit more on this side because I sleep on that side. And typically the side you sleep on is the ugly side. Fun fact. Yeah. Just, dabbing it on. Ugh. Okay, great. That I dragged down really far into my cheeks just to better, I guess, cover the under eyes because my dark circles are pretty big. So I'm going to put a little bit more color back into my face with a blush brush and the brightest pink shade in my Sweet and Shimmer blush palette. I got it from Ulta. Y'all know the drill. And just going to pat onto the apples of my cheeks and drag it up just to create that little lift. Y'all know the drill at this point, honestly. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Need a little bit more pink. Just make sure you get the tip of the nose. And on the sides. And that just gives you some rosy cheeks. Now that is a little bright for me, so I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush and my powder foundation. It is the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth in the shade 120 Classic Ivory. And it's the one that I usually use to set my foundation anyway. So we're just going to set, and then blend. Because it is a little bright for me. I'm very pale, and most light colors like that, like even soft pinks, get a little overpowering on my face, and I end up looking like I have rosacea. You know, the drill. There's a little dips. And powder. Again, ignore my hair. I'm sorry. It's a protective style that I'm doing while I am doing a deep condition and mask because my hair has been so dry lately. It's really dry up here. We are in the beginning of winter up here, which sucks. So, yeah. Now we're going to be doing a nice, like, tropical sunset. So I have all of my colors from my rainbow palette. It's the Delancey Heartquake palette that Caitlin got me because I told them that I don't have any, like, colors. I mostly have, like, my one metallic palette and then a bunch of neutrals and a black and white palette. Like, that's it. That's all I really use. So they said that I need to start using colors because I'm a drab baby bean, and I kind of agree with them. So I'm going to take a nice rounded fluffy brush up there, and I'm going to grab the yellow shade Promise from the palette, and going to blend that into my crease and up a little bit. So these shades are heckin' pigmented, as you can see. These are, in my opinion, better than the Morphe 35B palette. I tried it in a store. It was either MAC or Sephora or something, some makeup store. I tried it in store and it just wasn't working for me. Like, even the finger swatches kind of sucked, to be honest. And ain't nobody got time for that, you know? I want my shit pigmented the second I put it on my eye. I don't want to have to fucks with it. You feels? Y'all feels. Y'all know. L struggle. I'm going to just clear off that brush on my pants because I'm wearing pajama pants and I don't care. These already have, like, period stains all over them anyway, so whatever. I'm going to grab Tilt, the orange color right there. And it's more of a peachy orange, I guess. And I dusted off the majority of it because, again, these are very pigmented shades and I don't want to overpower my eye with something that's too pigmented, if you feel me. So, just gonna dust that into the crease and down a little bit onto the lid. Eek. And then going to grab Venus, which is this nice bright pinky purpley kind of shade. Magenta, I guess you would call it. And this is a very, very bright and pigmented shade, so you have to be careful with it. And we're just going to lightly dust it directly onto the lid and blend in with the orange shade that we already put down. And you want to be very careful with this because it is easy to overdo. And just blend nice and soft. And then do the other eye. Nice and gentle. You don't want to be, like, pushing onto your eye. You don't want to be scrubbing the color on. You want to gently wipe it across your eye like you would wipe a napkin over a baby's face when they're crying to, like, calm them down and make them shushy and tired so they go to sleep. You don't want to hurt a newborn. And your eyes are very sensitive, like a newborn. So treat them like such. You want to be nice to your eyes because you need them for the rest of your life. Ugh. And just kind of blend the color in, you know. And mind you, I'm only using one brush for this. I'm not cleaning it off more than just wiping it on my pants. Like, I'm being very, very, very haphazard with my colors here. I'm going to go back into the same orange that we used before and then just kind of put it back up on there because it can get lost beneath that pink. And we don't like getting our shadows lost. That sucks. Just dust it on there. And then the same thing with the yellow, we're just going to go right over top of it, just to make sure we can see it, you know? We want that yellow to be having a good time. You see, in a nice blend. And we blend. It is a little high up. We can fix that. We're going to take the little flat concealer brush. It's not that little. It's okay. It's a good size. And just dip it into the cap of my foundation and carve out where we want it to stop. So right there is where I want it to just end. And I'm usually pretty good about blending on this side because this is my right side and I have a little bit more control over it. But on the other side, I have to kind of be more careful. Ooh. See how that's nice and carved now? I'm just going to blend on this side as well. Don't worry if it's a little streaky. You can blend it out with your fingers after you're done getting the nice little carve that you want. See? It's not a hard thing. You need to take your time and be careful. And if you fuck it up, just wash it off and start over. You will be fine. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Toss, this purple, dark purple, shimmery shade, and I'm going to blend it all the way up the side of the outer corner, so like this. And then get on this side. Then you want to clean off your brush as well as you can, just by sitting down. You know, clean it off on your shorts and then clean it off on your hand, because your hand is nice and moist most of the time. And then blend that purple in so it's not as stark against the yellow and the orange. It won't be too stark against the pink because they're nice and complementary, but it will overpower the yellow if you allow it to. So you just need to be careful. And then we're gonna take our little concealer brush again and just clean up the edge a little bit. Just a tad, just a smidgen. And it's okay to go past your eyebrow because we're going to overdraw our eyebrows anyway. It'll be fine. Tiny bit of foundation on this one. And up. Never drag down on your face because that's how you get premature wrinkles. And see, a nice blend. It's all sweet and soft. And then we're going to take our brush, again, the tiny brush, dip it in the yellow, a tiny bit, and pop it in the inner corner just a bit, just to lighten up that inner corner. It elongates your eyes a little bit. So if you have like more almond eyes and you want them to look rounder, maybe not do this. You could put the lighter color in the middle to kind of round out your eye and make it a little bigger. I like having more almond eyes because I don't know, it reminds me of my aunt, I guess, because she has very almond eyes. And y'all know I love my aunt. So yeah, it's a soft, little sunshiny And then the last thing I'm going to do with the eye is take a angled brush, the same kind that you would use on your eyeliner. Dip it into this arcane blue shade right there, and just dip, 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 and dust it right right along the lash line, just to add depth. You can blend it a little bit into the purple, but we want a nice little darkish blue to kind of set the tone that it's a sunset. And just, keep it as close to your lash line as possible. Don't drag it down your eye, because that'll just make your eyes look tired. We want to look colorful, not tired. Okay. See the difference that makes? Just kind of rounds it out, And yes, I know it will make your eyes look a little small, but I'm fine with that. Having small eyes is nothing to be ashamed of or scared of. It's fine. Now I'm going to take a round, fluffy brush. It is very cone-shaped. And dip it a tiny, tiny bit into arcane and blend. Because blending is key with stuff like this. It's a very simple thing. If I can do it, you can do it. But it does take a little time, a little energy, and a bit of patience, which I know is not my best virtue. I am not very patient. But you can kind of trick yourself into being by thinking, well, this is going to be worth it. Now I'm going to take my highlighter. It's just a white shimmer pigment that I got off Wish. If I remember right, it was free, but with $2 shipping. And I'm just gonna right in the inner corner here. You see a nice little shimmer shine. Add a little bit of oomph. Okay. Now, with the eyes, last thing we're going to do is some eyeliner. Now, this is very easy to fuck up. I'm not very good at eyeliner myself. So, we are going to be very careful and take our time. Do not try to rush eyeliner because the eyeliner doesn't want to be rushed. Yeah. I'm going to try my best, and I probably will not succeed to most people's ability, but you know what? If it works, it works. I know people say not to pull on your eye, but I need to be able to do a straight line. Okay. We have a decent line here. It's not perfect by anyone's definition of perfect, but it is what I can do to the best of my ability, and I accept that. Now we're going to try the other one. And eyeliner can be sisters and not twins. It is fine. Just use your bangs to cover up the other eye. It's what I do. And we're going to line the eye. Oop. So as you see, this one became way thicker and bigger than that one. But that is fine. We just adjust and try our best. Do not punish yourself over it. And as you can see, I fucked it up a little bit. That's what a cleanup brush and a little bit of concealer can fix. I don't know where I put the lid. Alright, I'm just gonna, oh, it's right there. I'm just a stupid bean, it's fine. Yeah. So I'm gonna take my cleanup brush and my foundation and clean up my lines, because my lines are never as straight as I want them to be. They're always about as straight as I am, which most of you know is not very at all. But it's okay. We'll just clean it up a little bit. See? It's not a big deal. You just gotta be calm. Don't freak out. The second you freak out is the second you let the eyeliner win. Now we're going to dip back into our cane with our little fluffy brush, our cone fluffy brush, and dust it underneath of the wing, just to hide any smudging that might have happened from the concealer, and to clean up any little bits that we accidentally erased with the foundation. You see? I'm gonna quickly do my eyebrows with the same angled brush that I used for the under eye, and I'm gonna dip into Inferno, which is a brownish red, because my hair is kind of ginger right now, and it doesn't take me long to do this. One of my eyeliner's a little high, and it's a little too close to my eyebrows, but you know what? Who's gonna care other than me, you know? Who's really gonna look at it other than me? No one. We don't really put on makeup for other people. Last little steps, do some highlighting. So, dip into my highlighter and dust over cheekbone. And the other cheekbone. And my nose. Bloop, bloop. I just got a freaking thing of powder in my face. And then under the brows, this is not exactly a very important step, but I really enjoy the way it looks when I do this. So, right under the brow. It just makes it all sparkly. I like sparkles, you know? I'm a teenage girl. I really enjoy the sparkle. So, we're gonna do some sparkles. Finish it up with a simple gloss. This is my favorite gloss. I don't remember where I got it. I don't even remember what it's called. Oh, Sugar Kiss Glossy Lips. It's like nice and thick, not sticky. It is a good color for me on my skin tone. And that's it. A nice little sunset eye thing. I I need to add a little bit of mascara. And I am using the same mascara that I used in my Don't Do This, like, how to make your own mascara hack video thing. But, you know what? I'm broke, and I'm not gonna go out and buy a mascara right now, when I could just buy a cheesecake instead. So, you know, what would you rather have, cheesecake or mascara? Because a fat alley is a happy alley, you know? There we go. Yeah. So that's it, I guess. I hope you guys found this some type of entertaining, and if not entertaining, at least useful or helpful. I have a Facebook and enter all of that stuff. I have a Twitter and an Instagram and a Tumblr. I even have like a Pinterest, if I think correctly. That's what it's called. Yeah. So hit me up on that stuff and have fun, y'all. See y'all later. Bye.